Ladies and gentlemen, we are finally here for Siren Season 4, Episode 2. Before I start reading this off, I want to go ahead and let you guys know in advance. Thank you for the support, and I understand with the issues with Siren. Let me go ahead and say this one more time, that way if anyone does not get confused. This is a fan-made story that I am continuing myself. For those that have asked where Episode 2 is going to come, is here it is. I'm going to start reading here in a couple of seconds, but I want to go ahead and just say thank you. And it's been in works. Hopefully you guys enjoy this. If you do, leave a big fat like, subscribe to the channel, clear notifications. Episode 3 will be coming out as soon as I can. Due to me working at my job and other videos and other personal matters, as well as other videos, it will be taking a little bit longer sometimes for a episode to come. It may not come every week, but I will try to have it as soon as I can for episode 3. So without further ado, this is episode 2 of Siren Season 4. Enjoy. Daybreak hits, seeing Maddie laying on the couch asleep, her computer screen open with dozens of tabs of legends of Native American creatures. Maddie, Maddie, Rob shouts, trying to wake her up. What, Maddie states, here is your coffee. You need to get up if you're going to make it to the local college. Right, Maddie states, getting up, kissing Rob, and going to the back to shower and change for the day. Looking down, seeing the tabs opening about different creatures, and looking back at the back room. Walking down the street, hearing the birds chirp and noises of the town. Ren thinks back when she first arrived at this town. This new world, not knowing nothing yet, but yet she had Ben and Maddie to help her, especially Ben. Unfortunately, now she was alone. Cutting across a street, Ren starts running. Flashes of the last time she saw Ben and met him their first night together, and what they could have been, running even faster and faster and faster, breezing through the wind, trees ending up on the top of a boulder, looking over the ocean, just in so much pain, letting out a shriek in pain, tears flowing down her cheeks, out of her eyes. Flashes to the funeral. Are you really dead? Ben Ren asked, getting up, wiping her face, running back through the woods, still wondering, are you dead or are you alive somewhere? This is where this goes, Helen states to Hope, and you can put that there, sweetie. Ding, ding, the door opens. Mommy, Hope yells, running to Ren. Ren sweating from the run, but feeling more like herself after hugging her daughter. Thank you, Helen, Ren states. Of course, dear. But there is one thing. You do have a visitor. Looking back to the stairs, seeing Cammy, her niece, giving her a sign of respect and a hug. What are you doing here? Ren asks Cammy. States, you need to come back to the water. Why, Ren states, because we need a leader that can tell us what we need to do. But I do, Ren says. You know the rules I have placed. No war with other tribes. If a fight happens, then tell me. No crossing other territories, and if you come on land, no war with humans. And do not reveal yourselves to them as well. I will raise Hope on land and sea, as I have said. That will not change. Fine, at least let me have time with Hope, okay? We all go in the sea as we will all go in the water and we'll hunt. Will that be fine? Yes, Cammy states. Others miss you and her. We wonder when you will return. Ren does not answer. Let's go home, Ren tells Hope, walking out of the shop. Cammy behind her as well. Making it just in time for her local class to learn more about the myths in China and among other things in this country. Maddie runs and sits down quietly while an Asian American professor talks about mermaids and other local myths in the area, remind her of home. But her mind still goes back to last night, unable to get her father out of her mind, wondering what caused his death. Class dismissed already, Maddie thought. Looking at the time, she only caught the last 20 minutes. She fell asleep for a few minutes in class. She was late and overslept, which was fine. The maid did not know half of what she did, and of course Rob knowing about his species and the species of mermaids. Going back to Ren, getting back in the car and driving home, thinking on everything. Ben, what killed her father, and Ren, of course, and Hope. The sun sets on the town. Going back to Ren and getting home with Hope and Cammy, going to the room, sitting down, wondering about what the next day will bring. This is your home now, Cammy asks. Yes, it's where Ben now is mine until I find him. You still think you will find him, Cammy asks. I have to believe he is out there somewhere. I have to trust to keep going and raise hope. When will we hunt, Cammy asks. In a few hours when the sun goes down. It's easier so nobody spots us, Ren says. Sander helps keeps a secret as well as Helen. It helps keeps us safe. We should be humans. We should be. Humans know nothing of us, Cammy states. That is not true. There are some who still believe the legends the humans tell, Ren states. Mom, when are we going to the water? And if you, honey, go upstairs. I need to talk to your cousin about some adult things. Okay, Mommy, Hope states, runs upstairs. She needs to learn about both species. Neither are good or bad. She will and needs to learn, and it will take time. Going back to Maddie. Maddie goes back home, grabs a beer out of the fridge, and goes to the chair, sitting down, coming in, sitting down to look at what happened to her father. Come on, Dad, give me a sign here. I need to figure out what happened. Rob comes in, sitting down next to Maddie. What are you looking at? Different legends, Maddie states. In my culture, such as, Rob asks. Well, there is one that I've been on my mind lately and I keep dreaming about. It may be another word for someone like your species, I should say. Which is what? Rob asks in haste again. Well, when I was little, my dad says there are creatures that can take forms of men or beasts that can sound like both, as well as very powerful, fast, strong, which are called skinwalkers. They can change like you guys can in the water, but for these guys, they can on land. They can intimidate human voices as well as any kind of animal, change into nothing, human or non-human. They're smart and they can adapt into new things as well as human species have probably never seen or even heard of. Well, in my experience, Rob states anything is possible. I mean, look at me and my species, or Ren and now Hope, and well, happening to Ben before. Rob pauses. I'm sorry, Maddie. No, it's okay. You're right. There is so much in the world. We have no idea what's out there. And in the stories you know when you were growing up, Maddie asked, just normal ones like don't go into this area because of this tribe, or humans may be in the area, certain predators in the ocean. Well, there are very deep oceans that we have yet to discover because we are trying to create ways to go down further down in the ocean, Maddie states. You're right. There were ones of my kind try to go deeper into the ocean, but either ones did not return or not found anything but old human wrecks, human ships throughout the centuries. Well, maybe I have a better mindset on what may have killed my dad, Maddie states. Only way you can know is to find out what happened, Rob states. We almost found them all to death and thought of it was a rival tribe at the time. After doing some digging, came up with nothing. This is going back to the old native legends I kept hearing about as a child. How am I supposed to know if these things exist? I don't know where to begin or even if it's true. Rob sits down with Maddie. Of course, we'll find out a way. If it was something else other than non-human, if it was going to be a mermaid, we would have found out by now. But I don't think it was a mer person that did this or a mermaid. It had to be something else that we have not seen yet or come across. Maybe you're right. Maddie sits back, drinking her beer, looking up at the ceiling. Maybe you're right. Maybe there is something else out there other than you guys as well as us humans. Going back to Ren in the water with Hope and Kim, looking around how changing at a rapid pace, seeing all the creatures that she has seen growing up and also on land, wishing that Ben and Maddie were here to see this, see how Hope has grown up, how she has become a young lady in their absence, but at the same time her being proud of the daughter that she's raising with the people that she still loves, like Cammy, as well as Helen, Xander, and many more. Psh, a distance in the swimming. Swimming as fast as she can, hearing something, thinking it was Cammy or Hope, but noticing they are unharmed. Hearing an animal in the distance, swimming to the shore, signaling Hope and Cammy to follow. Swimming at normal speed, coming across an animal, snatching fish and wild coyotes as well. They are chasing wild coyotes up the bank. Noticing something very strange coming up to the surface with her eyes trying to see in the darkness. Seeing the moonlight, a tall, huge figure, what sounds like crunching, but eating fish or some kind of animal in the distance, making noises Ren has never heard before. Even the animals Ben Maddie showed her on land was nothing like she's seen at this moment in time. Hope and Cammy come to the surface, signaling them to go back into the water. This animal now has heard something. Ren dives back into the water as she's making sure that this creature did not see her. Going back up, she notices that the creature has run off. Swimming around trying to see if she can find where it went out, she has no choice but to crawl back on land, going back on the sands, crying out as she turns back to human, and the same thing for Hope and Cammy. Seeing the animals no longer there, she tries to track it, as seeing Cammy and Hope go to her. What was that? Cammy asks. I don't know, Ren states. It could be something else. Well, what could it be, Mommy? Hope asks. I'm not sure. But as far as I can see, it's something that neither one of us has seen before. I don't think it's human or one of us. Well, what is it? Cammy asks. Ren bends down looking at tracks from this creature after putting on clothes that they keep setting by an old log. Beginning dressed, she's thinking about different creatures that she's heard from Maddie and Ben that were just legends in human culture. I'm not sure. It could be a friend or it could be an enemy. Alright, guys, that is episode 2. I noticed it was a little shorter. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you guys think. I'm really wanting to bring other creatures into Siren other than just mermaids. So let me know what you guys think about that. Do you think it's a good twist for what possibly could kill Maddie's dad? I'm really, really leaning towards skinwalkers. For this, that really something killed Maddie's father. It could be something new in a town, or could be somebody in town already. That's where I'm leaning a little bit towards. But either way, I'd love to get a little bit of feedback on this. I really enjoy writing these stories for you guys, but again, I gotta have time to do that and be in the right mindset. So please be patient with me. Episode 3, I'm already kind of coming up with some ideas. But let me know what you guys think about this overall down in the comments down below. If you guys are new to the channel, it's about subscribing. Leave a big fat like on the video. Hope you guys enjoyed this. I just love talking about Siren with you guys and keep going. I'm very happy that I've taken it upon myself to continue this franchise, and hope you guys are too. So hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys on the next one.